Builders. I'm Danae.
I'm Joe. Today we're going to do a butcher shop update.
As you can see, we actually have a building. It's very impressive. I'm very happy.
Finally. What was the last update that we did?
I think it was the concrete pad.
Yeah, so not too long after the concrete pad was done, the Amish were like a month out. So I came over and I framed up this short wall and the two long walls with some help from my brother and my friend. We got them stood up. It's been a while since we've got an update because this thing's been taking forever, it seems like.
Issue after issue, somebody couldn't get here and somebody else could, and it was just one thing after another, but we finally have a building.
So the Amish stopped. They were waiting on trusses to show up, and they took a week off from when they got the rest of the steel. They did all the steel on this side, that side, set all those trusses and did the steel as far as they could in 2 days, which I was super impressed by. They had to wait for the last 6 trusses to show up, so that kind of put us on hold for the building, but that did give me some time to move. We got coolers, our walk-in freezers inside already, and the walk-in cooler panels are sitting back there. So last weekend, me, my brother, and one of my friends went down and we tore out the rest of the rail system of the butcher shop that we bought out. We tore down the cooler, we tore the wall out to get the walk-in freezer out. It was a long day. How long were we down there for? I think it was like 13 hours.
He left at like 8:30 in the morning and said I shouldn't be too long, and then got home at like 9:30 at night. So.
Yeah, once we started getting momentum on it, I didn't want to stop. So it took all day, but I was pushing to get it all done because Sunday, my boss and my brother, a buddy of mine, we all hooked trucks and trailers up, took my boss's skid steer down, and we got it all in one load and brought it back. And that still took a decent amount of the day. I think we got back here at what, 3:30, 4 o'clock? About
No.
Done, all loaded. Yeah, we were unloaded by 3:30.
All unloaded, yeah. But you guys actually got back here from the other butcher shop at like 12:30, 1 o'clock.
Yeah, and then we had to unload all the trucks and trailers and stuff. So if it wasn't for all those guys,
we would not
be
nearly as far as
so
we are.
we're very grateful to that.
Very
But I really like the looks of the shop, the gray siding with the black roof.
I think it looks pretty slick.
Yeah, it's gonna be really nice. So back here we got we also got the piping for the septic and the piping for the well, so we can get that done. And we'll take you guys inside. Got the compressor motor and condenser for the walk-in, and that's the walk-in freezer. The brown stuff on it was similar to liquid nails, I'd say. They had some foam wrapped around the outside because it was in an uninsulated section of their building. But as you can see, we also got spray foam done this week. So the building was finished on Monday, spray foam showed up Thursday, and they were done by Friday. So yeah, we're super excited. Stuff's moving along. Next steps are getting electric service done. We had to order the panel. That was a month from when we ordered. I think we got a couple weeks left on that. Hopefully not much longer than that.
You're going to pick up the vacuum sealer next week.
Yes, the vacuum sealer, I got to get that picked up this week coming up. That came in, that probably has been in for about a month. I just haven't had time to go. The next update video, as you can see below us, I am framing interior walls for her office and utility room.
I got a bigger office.
Yeah, she whined enough that she finally got it.
I did.
But it just worked out better with the plans anyway, so she just got her way. But yes, I'm framing up these walls. The total height should be about 8 feet, and then we're going to build a platform on top for extra storage and stuff. I would have had them done today, but I ran out of screws, so hopefully tomorrow I can have them finished up and stood up. That'll be the next update, and possibly along with water line. The septic, I'll probably do an update on its own. And The Amish said that they might be able to come back in the next week or two and get all the interior steel done also. For anybody wondering, we're not putting electrical or water lines in the walls. We're doing everything on the outside of the wall. It's just easier to maintain, change, and not cutting through the steel roofing is going to be a big deal. Not, keeping everything waterproof with all the cleaning and stuff that we'll be doing in here. So we chose to run everything in conduit. Yeah, it's a little bit more money, but it's going to be better quality in the end. The water lines are going to be very short distance for what I have designed for this building. They're coming in here in the utility room. The pressure tank will sit right here somewhere close. Hot water tank will be in here. And they'll be going out somewhere along. There's going to be a wall right here between these two that separates the office and utility room. And they're going to poke out right here. And this pipe is for the 3-bay sink and the hand washing sink. And along this wall, front wall here will also be our hose for cleaning. There'll be a hot and cold hose spigot. So that's the extent of the water lines, because 50-foot hose should reach everything in the shop that we need to clean. So yeah, I mean, that's most of this, the update for now. We got, it doesn't seem like a long video, but this is a huge step in the right direction.
It's been a long time coming.
Very long process. It's taken a lot longer than I was hoping for, but as I learned, and I continue to learn, the harder you push to try to get stuff done, the longer it takes. So hopefully we can just keep pushing this thing along. I'm hoping to have these walls stood up and done this weekend, so we'll have another update video coming out shortly after this one on that. And then after that's waiting for the steel, getting electric run, and hopefully we can get started on the septic and getting this well tied in. The well won't take long. I think I could do that by myself in a day. It's just digging the trench is going to take the longest. Tying the stuff in it's actually pretty simple. I'm hoping to get some decent video content if it's not raining. We got quite a few days of rain coming, so if it's raining, I probably won't get too extensive on the content with that. I'll take video clips here and there where I can, but I don't want to ruin my phone.
We finally got our EIN number. That felt like forever as well, but we finally got the EIN number. So we'll get started on finishing up some cut sheets, hopefully get the logo finalized, get that
Insurance,
paid for.
bank account.
Yeah, insurance, bank account, the not so fun stuff.
Yeah. That's why I have her.
It's the stuff I'm good at.
Yeah.
That's
so
my forte.
There's a lot with that we've just been, it's been sitting idle. We haven't been able to do, waiting on that business number. Waiting on that has been a big thing too. It doesn't seem like there's a lot to do with it, but the cut sheets are pretty much done except for venison and lamb and goat, right?
Yep, they're pretty much done.
We got
just
price
depending on when I get the logo, how it's gonna look, how it's gonna lay, I'm gonna have to mess with my Excel file a little bit. So that's like what's holding us up there. Other than that, it shouldn't take too long.
Price sheets, and not only that, we needed that to get the electric turned on once we get the electrical inspection done. We needed it for the internet service here in the shop. We don't have good cell phone service here in this location, especially in the metal building. I don't get service inside here, I found. So we need the internet. We have fiber optics out here. We got lucky a couple years back and they finally ran fiber optics. Before that was satellite and it was garbage.
It was horrible and it was super expensive.
So the fiber optics, great. They have phone that comes with it, which we're gonna do for the business. So we can have the business have its own phone number. I'd like to try to stay away from having our personal cell phones linked to the business as much as possible. I know people are still gonna use them, but I just don't want my phone blowing up at all hours of the night. People ask me questions. We can get our email set up, Facebook account set up for it and start doing updates. A lot of people we've had
tons of people.
Yeah.
Like we go downtown and it's a small town, so you go downtown, everyone's like, hey, what are you building? Are you building a new house? What's going on there? So we tell them, and then they're like, oh, well, I have 5 cows that I do every month. Or, oh, my brother does this. And so everybody is very anxious for an open date and to start booking dates.
Yeah, we are
going to get busy.
We've
very
got a
fast,
long list of people that are wanting to book dates. And we might not take off like super fast, but we know we're guaranteed right now. We got 10 beef. We got 8 that we were told about, and I've got 2 of my own that I want to put through come colder months. It's not a necessity right now. We are charging our farm for processing through the shop. We're trying to keep the businesses completely separated. And we have business partners, so it just makes sense to do that. And then there's always going to be the people that want a discount because they're family or friends, and we're just not able to do that with a legit business. So it just keeps that factor of, oh, you guys get butchering for free, because we're not going to. Everything that we run through this shop is going to be charged the same as everybody else by hanging weight and same prices. So it just eliminates that factor. We don't hopefully we'll still deal with it, but we can tell them that we get charged the same as everybody else. And then we also have our 9 feeder pigs plus the 1 sow I'm pretty sure did not take. So there's 10 pigs right there that need to be processed. So I'm going to be pretty busy right off the bat. And I kind of wanted to run our own animals through the shop anyway to give the equipment a test run before we start bringing too many other people's stuff. If something breaks, it's not a big deal if I have to wait an extra couple days. I just want to make sure everything's up and running and good before. Some of this equipment, even before electric service, like this walk-in freezer's all complete. I'm actually going to wire it up to my generator, I think. I want to kick it on, make sure everything's running, and just start checking this stuff. I already checked all the processing equipment that we picked up with this stuff, but I need to get the cooler in here. A friend of mine I went and helped today. He's going to help me build some metal troughing for the cooler panels. They weren't in the best of shape when we tore them apart and actually realized what they look like, but we're going to make it work. He's got some metal that we're going to wrap around the bottoms. There's a couple rust spots, and get them fixed up to make it work for us. But there's still a ton of work to do before we can get open. I got to get I-beam trolley system. We got to get the rail system put up in here. Electrical. We got to get the water. There's still a lot of work to do, but now that the building's pretty much enclosed, I can come over here even after dark with a couple lights, and I can run electrical wiring and tinker around after work. I did that a couple times last week to try to get situated for spray foam and a few things for the Amish. So I think that's it.
Yeah. We're very impressed with how far it's come. Very thankful for everybody who's helped us get this far.
Yes. That's been a big thing. Without really good family and friends that I've had, and I've gained relationships over the last few years, we wouldn't have been able to do most of this. Like my boss, I do HVAC right now and plumbing, and we do dirt work and stuff. So he's helping me with the cooling systems and stuff like that. He's letting me use his equipment for hauling stuff, and like he said, it's kind of an oxymoron because I'm going to be leaving once this takes off and it becomes full time. But I'm grateful to have a boss that lets me do stuff like that, and he's understanding. And I'm trying to better myself, better my family by opening my own business. So he's been really supportive in that. I can't thank him enough. And my friends and my little brother, he's done a ton of work. I mean, he was here both Saturday and Sunday with us, right?
Yeah, even though McKinley doesn't have much faith in him to do work, McKinley thinks he's the baby of the family, so he shouldn't be doing work. She gets very
we work very well together. He's been great and a ton of help, so I'm glad to have him too. So we've had a bunch of help on this project, which has saved us a good chunk of money, honestly. If we would have had to rent trucks and trailers and equipment just to move this stuff, and I had to hire a heating and cooling guy, the amount of money we would have been putting into this project, more so than what's already going in, would have been quite a bit higher. So it sucks that we put this much into it as we have, but at the same time, we're still a lot farther ahead than just a random person off the street without those kind of connections.
And I mean, even with our investor, we couldn't have done this without our investor.
No,
Not at all.
It was actually his idea. He came to us. I've always wanted to do it, and me and him joked for years about doing it. But I don't know why this year I kind of took it seriously when we sat down and figured out. But
And they sat down and like he just spit out the idea and Joe was like, yeah, okay, we can talk about it. And then the one day he came over and he's like, all right, like I'm serious. And Joe was
where
like,
we putting it?
all right, yeah. And it was like there was no really, it was just like very fast, like, okay, it's happening.
And even like without his resources, there's a lot of this that wouldn't have happened.
No.
So
We're very grateful to our circle, our community.
yeah, that has come together and helped us with this project this far. And like I said, there's still a ton of work to do. Hopefully we can get it pretty much squared away. I'm being hopeful and saying getting it close to being done within the next month and a half. There's still a lot of work to be done, but I think if enough people pitch in and me putting all my extra time in like I have been anyway, there's just some days I couldn't do anything here. I didn't have equipment, I didn't have resources, there's just nothing I could do. But now pretty much everything's here.
Those days drove him nuts.
Yeah.
He was kind of grumpy to be around because he can't just sit around. He needs to be doing something, and he felt like he wasn't getting anything done. So those days were great.
I put a lot of those days into the farm though, because I'm way behind on my farm stuff right now. Like we just put out collaboration video with the other 4 channels, and as I was doing the video, I'm like, oh man, my list just keeps getting longer and longer, and I don't have the time to actually get it done because all my spare time is going to be going into the butcher shop. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how winter goes for us this year.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of hard days and a lot of you're going to shoot everything or sell everything. So
yeah, but at the end of the day, I'll still enjoy it, and I can't. My 2 dreams are coming together. I've always wanted to own some kind of business, and butchering has always been a passion of mine even before I started doing it. I watched thousands of YouTube videos. I actually started doing it when we were raising pigs and stuff for ourselves before I got hired at the butcher shop. It wasn't the prettiest stuff, but I'm a hands-on learner, so I just kind of jumped in, and a friend of mine, he came over and helped, kind of gave his expertise. Him and his dad does some of that stuff. I'm excited for them to come up and see the shop. So yeah, I think that's kind of keep saying that's it, and then we kind of find more stuff to talk about.
yeah, I mean, that's just kind of how we roll anyways.
Yeah, she never shuts up.
Neither does he. Don't let him fool you. You get you and Dad together, and it's worse than me and anybody.
Yeah. So if you guys could, it'd be greatly appreciated if you guys aren't subscribers, subscribe, like, comment. We haven't been getting a ton of comments except for our normal 4 or 5 people.
We appreciate you, even though it sounds like he's not appreciative.
No, it's not that I'm not
only the
appreciative.
4 or
I just
5.
I'd like to have more interaction with our viewers, talk, answer questions and stuff. I'm really enjoying the interaction that I've been doing. The collaboration video that we just did was pretty fun. We got the podcast tonight, so yeah, it's been fun. It's been getting me out of my shell. I'm kind of an introvert. I don't like people. So
who knows both of us is just like blown away that he's on YouTube and making friends, because everybody thought that would be me over you.
yeah.
I'm much more like outgoing, and he is an introvert. So to see that he's more into doing the YouTube and like making friends on YouTube and all these videos, it's really cool to see.
Yeah, it's been interesting. I got slow for a while there when the butcher shop got really busy. I've been trying to keep consistent with it, and I'm trying to play around with videos a little bit more, getting some music put in there, there's a lot of stuff to learn, and I'm slowly getting into it more and learning. So yeah, it's been fun. It's been a pretty good experience so far. So
I'm very proud of you.
I can't remember where I ended. Did I tell them to hit the notification bell?
I don't remember. Like,
Well,
comment, share,
yeah.
ring the notification
We'll just
bell.
edit that first part out. We'll just edit. But if you guys
I'm
could.
leaving that in so that all of this is in there.
No.
Yeah, I
no,
am.
No. It's lazy.
It's not lazy, it's funny.
No, it's not.
It is funny.
Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, share, and click the notification bell if you guys could. Hope to catch you guys on the next one.
Thanks for watching, guys.